a man you forgive and forgive and help and protect as long as you live.
I wanted to welcome you all to a tribute to my sister, Ana Beck. This is my first tribute I have ever done, and it is probably the hardest one to do. It probably took me about months to finally sit down and finally to do this tribute. I had the lesson and everything planned out. I knew what I wanted to talk about, and I still do. But I decided, instead of going scripted, that I'll still relay the same message, but speak from the heart. My sister, she's left behind many friends. She left behind two brothers, a sister, two nephews, and she left behind her fur baby and her two little niece fur babies as well too. Princess Maya and Shuri, which was her little baby, her fur baby. She left behind her mother, her father, and she left behind a legacy of lots and lots of things that she loved and that she enjoyed doing, and that she brought laughter, or at times when she tried to crack a joke, it wasn't very funny. I think we all experienced her corny jokes at times. But she had also had a passion for music. That was evident. In fact, you just heard the intro song, or the intro to one of her pieces that she sang. But Anna, she loved. When she loved something or someone, she loved them hard. She didn't hold grudges like many of us do. She didn't judge us like many of us do. If there's anything that we can take away, and I challenge every single person listening to this, watching this, is do not hold grudges, do not judge others, but accept people for who they are and love them for who they are, regardless of their faults. Because as people, we're always going to let each other down. And that's one thing that I've learned with having a few sisters. And me and my sister, me and Anna, our relationship wasn't always the best, but there was one thing that was constant. I loved my sister, and I know, even though she may have not said it all the time, I know she loved me as well too. We may have hated each other at times, we may have been mad at each other at times, but love was always constant. you know Anna always loved our parents and all of our siblings and nephews and our nieces would be fur babies. We didn't have any human nieces, but she loved her family till the day that she died, and still loves them today. But she also loved her friends. I've had the privilege to be able to meet some of her friends, and I could tell, from talking to them, how close she was with them, how much impact she had in each and every one of their lives. So I wanted to challenge a lot of you today, while you're listening, and whenever you depart and go around about your daily lives, There's one more thing I want you to take away from my sister is love. My sister also loved things that maybe you and I probably wouldn't have, from tarantulas to snakes to sharks. But there was one love that she had that was the strongest, and she loved dogs. She loved dogs. In fact, I remember when she first got JR and she said, I got JR, a pit bull. I'm like, well, I was so scared of him. But he ended up being such a lovable dog. When Anna worked with him, she trained him. She loved him to pieces. She was also very devastated when JR passed away. But through this all, we can learn that too and learn to love other things that Anna loved. We may necessarily probably not love them. We might be scared of them, like snakes and tarantulas and reptiles and lizards and stuff. You know what it reminds me of? You know, when we think of love, that even God told us to love our neighbors and to love our enemies as well too. That is something that Anna portrayed in her life of loving others, loving people, loving her family, loving her friends, and loving the life that she lived. And it's our job to honor her legacy, to honor the things that she loved, and not judge others, not to lay grudges on someone else because they do something that maybe you don't agree with, but to love and to be there for others because that's what Anna would want. Anna would want her family to forgive each other. She would want her friends to forgive her friends. She'd want us all to love, to forgive, to be happy, to be there for one another. That's the legacy, and that's the tribute that I want to give her. Is to honor her legacy, honor the things that and memories that we'll always cherish forever. The times that we had with Anna. And at this time, I put together a bunch of pictures together, and I'll be sharing. There'll be some more music of Anna. But I just want to say before I leave, this presentation, this tribute for Anna, because I won't be back at the end. Is thank you, thank you for all the love and for all the support you've given to my family, and we appreciate it. From bear with me. We appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts.
From Mama Beck. This song is about a woman trying to get the attention of a specific fella by making him jealous. So talking about all the other women who want it. You know, unknowing business.